People can't believe the things that you've survived. You went through some sort of like spiritual attack where you had a ton of people team up on you. And because the devil is showing up here 3 times, like you were supposed to be caged into something. Whoever these people are, it's like they knew you were always meant to be great. And your essence irked the demons that were attached to them to the point where they decided to abuse and neglect you, hoping that you would take yourself out or that they could leave you for dead. Some of you were literally left for dead, and people are looking at you now and they don't understand how you did the impossible. You surpassed the impossible, you overcame the impossible. Some of you were tag teamed, crazy numbers like 15 to 1, and you had to just stand tall on your own. And what people didn't realize is that you were being protected. Some of you have a strong ancestral line, and they watched as you went through this initiation. Because right after you went through this situation that was hard to deal with, a lot of people don't survive things like this. Sometimes they end up offing themselves, but you survived and you actually ended up healing. Whatever this dynamic was, it was intentional. These people did this to you intentionally to kind of stop you from progressing or to stop you from being who you're meant to be. But overall, all of the attacks they put your way, some of you were stabbed in the front, not even in the back. You know how people are backstabbed? No, this was more intense. This was like people to your face trying to stop you, abuse you, neglect you, do things to basically cause you, like I said, to want to remove yourself. And overall, you just were patient through it all. You were being protected as you were going through this initiation phase. It was very, very, very difficult. Your ancestors had a hard time watching as you went through this, but they knew it was a critical situation that you had to go through in order to elevate. Some of you had been marked since birth. This may even have something to do with your paternal figure having to go through an initiation phase so that you can elevate to the next level. Now that you've gone past the healing, now that you rose from the dead, because you literally had people leave you for dead, everything that you went through, the type of stress, the type of trauma, some of you even ended up having health issues, triggering autoimmune diseases because of the level of stress that you were under. You overcame all of that and you slowly started to build. You slowly started to rebuild yourself. You slowly started to solidify your boundaries, to solidify who's around you. You started to take care of your mind, your body, your spirit. You realized that you were surrounded by literal entities in human form that wanted to seek you for whatever reason. And as you were patient, as you started building your life, as you healed, you started a brand new timeline. So it's almost like you were initiated into this wealth, but in order to get to this wealth, it was a very tumultuous road. Now you're the boss of your own life. Now you don't listen to anyone but yourself and God and your intuition. Now you don't value anybody else's words much except your own, because when you had to go through this trials and tribulations, who was there for you? Very minimal people. Yes, you may have had like an angel come to your aid here and there, but for the most part, this was a pathway of self between you, your guides, God, source, whatever you believe in. And it actually brought major changes into your life. With the Wheel of Fortune, because of what you overcame, you've racked up so much good karma that the next 10 years of your life, the next decade, is going to be smooth sailing, easy. Everything coming to your favor, you feeling like you're one with the earth, you finding new abilities, new hobbies, new skill sets, you being renewed. This is like the phoenix rising from the ashes, because the things that you went through, like I said, it would have taken anybody out, but you survived it. And now it almost like activated something in you. Some of you had to encounter the worst of the worst of the worst in this world to activate the sacred gift. And the sacred gift, now you can help other people overcome the same issues, the same burdens. Some of you went through like narcissistic discard, but like on a mass level where you had like a family, a team, a group of people team up against you, which was a spiritual attack. And usually it can take whoever they usually do this to does not survive, but you did. And you actually elevated, and it made you stronger, and it made you happier. And now nothing can get past you. You went through like a training ground basically, and now you can spot demons from afar. You can spot entities from afar. You can spot the red flags from afar because you have been through it. Some of you, this was as a child. You were surrounded by like entities, even through your parental figures, like having to basically play chess with dark stuff, and you awakened. It helped you move forward, and now all of the skill sets and the knowledge and the wisdom that you gained from this situation, you can help so many other people. You could write a book, you can have a blog, you can have a podcast. You're meant to basically tell your story, because your story is going to help other people survive the things that you survived. Tumultuous, crazy things, like unbelievable. You guys were even attacked in the dream state, in the sleep. Some of you would start sleepwalking because your waking life was just like terror for the longest time. But guess what? You survived it. And now you create your own life. Now your household is your sanctuary. It's your safe haven because of everything that you went through. Not only did it give you spiritual gifts and it helped you elevate, but it also created a safe haven for the ones that are to follow after you. If you're to have children, your children will not go through the same trials and tribulations that you went through, because not only will you give them knowledge, but they'll have you and your protection to guide them through it. So this situation that you endured, it was not for no reason. There's blessings that are to come after it, but it's almost like you had to prove yourself that you were worthy of these blessings and opportunities, because whatever you're getting, it's grand. It's enough to change an entire bloodline.